Welcome to the last Campfire. This little game is aesthetically very pleasant, visually is great, it's nothing I can say. The gameplay is interactive, puzzles, it's great. The problem, I finished the whole chapter, it took me 1 hour 20 minutes for the first chapter. Obviously now I know what to do. The thing is, I tried to record it and somehow my OBS recorded just the main menu of the game, so there's nothing I could do. The only way I can replay that thing is restart the whole game properly. So that's what I'm gonna do. The game is worth playing, so there's nothing I can say more than that. I'm gonna leave this cinematic go without me talking over it, and they won't talk anyway. It's just more pleasant.
There is a place where the lost embers go. As their light begins to fade,
Alright,
Ember ran because standing still made them feel helpless.
I'm playing as this little thing. For now I
The wall glistened.
don't really have an objective.
The painting showed embers on a sacred journey. Ember felt so afraid and alone that it was a relief to find someone to talk to. Ember froze, almost too frightened to look away, when they noticed a small satchel.
Yeah, let's steal from corpses. That's a good lesson. I mean, they won't use that anyway. Thank you for your contribution to my survival. Bye now. Goodbye forever.
The statue felt heavy. Ember looked inside. The statue shone brightly in the light. There was a symbol on the floor. Ember noticed something wrong.
Basically, I just completed this whole chapter few moments before I started recording now, so I kinda know what to do.
There was a round space where something used to fit.
The statue, right?
To Ember's delight, the golden statue slid perfectly into place.
Every interaction needs to be made by the player in this game. There is nothing that they are gonna do for themselves. I mean, I'm only opening the door. But yeah, you gotta hold the button down for everything.
Ember left, feeling sorry for the stranger now alone in the dark.
I mean, he's dead. Don't think it matters that much.
The stairway opened into a dark forest.
If
Ember
that's...
could feel fear taking over.
That's not a
They pushed
dark
up
forest.
along, somewhere very unfamiliar.
That's as much light in this one as I have in my... I mean, in my room, for example, now, it's way less light than in this forest, the dark forest.
Ember felt like they were being watched.
Well, yeah, of course, there's foxes on the right.
Foxes howled into the night. The only reply was silence.
That's a blocked path, so we only go forward. And there it is. This is hope. And the animation to break the cage
Ember
is
approached.
gorgeous.
The flames seemed to call out.
So from now on, every time I see hope, or you're gonna
With a
find out
feeling
later.
like falling, the forest had slipped away. Ember felt lost in darkness and ruin.
Every time you're gonna need to accomplish the objective, you're gonna have a mini puzzle to do.
The caged flame stoked new hope in Ember.
By the way, for PC users, use space to interact. But at the same time, if you don't hold the movement key S, for example, when you hang on a chain, so this thing needs to be pulled. If I hold space, it's just gonna attach, it's gonna do nothing. So you always need to move in the direction you want to move it. So in that case, it's down.
Hope was almost within reach.
It is within reach, but every time you're gonna need the hope, you're gonna find lots of hope for different characters. Every time you're gonna reach the hope, you're gonna have to do one puzzle. That could be
The flame spoke and Ember listened.
simple, or could be not. That cage dissolving is gorgeous. And now we just follow some hope around. I mean, I hope I find it, right? Ah, good joke.
The flame lingered ahead. Was it trying to escape?
No, of course not.
Leading the way?
Leading the way, 100%. And that's the main chapter over here, as chapter 1.
The campfire flickered into life. The ghost spoke. Hope I will warm them until they choose to move on. Ember looked to the ghost for answers. This is a place between places.
Best answer ever.
Travel through as your light fades, but none have passed on in a long time. The Forest King now holds us here, and those who linger will turn forlorn.
Forlorns are all the characters you find in this game that are just statues now. They are pretty much soulless, hopeless, so you'll help them up.
Again, that word, forlorn. The forlorn are those who lost their way along the path.
Or that.
If you find them, send them to me and I will guide them. I am just a guide along the way to fan the flame. So many lost embers have I seen, more than I could help. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind. There are others lost along their journey. Find them and I will guide them. Step backwards, little Ember. Look behind. Upon a small grassy cliff rests a forlorn.
He's giving you the hint where's the next forlorn. Is this guy over here, what he's saying. Also, doesn't matter if you go left or right, you're gonna have to go multiple times since there's some different objective. I'm gonna see what I'm talking about. I'll go left first. Last time I went right first. It really doesn't matter.
The crow held its shining trophy tight.
Yeah, we need to scare the bird. Bastard. And it's gonna drop the key that you want to unlock the cage right in the pond. Yeah, so I cannot reach to that forlorn over here. I'm gonna have to do something else. But for now, we burn some brambles. That's a single time use, but you can get unlimited from the fire. Those things are chests, so you're gonna get a journal page in there.
Inside was a scrap of journal. The strangers on the water went on without me. Where have I landed? Vines and thorns stretch out to trip me.
At first I thought it's a riddle. It's not. It's just a journal from one of those forlorns before they got, well, in that state. Spiderweb is slowing you down. I need this.
The broken net hung ominously around the skeleton's neck.
And that's my first forlorn over here. That's an advanced area already.
Shivered in the cold.
Those things will destroy obviously the flame or the hope if you're trying to carry it through. So we'll pull the lever first. That will bring the wood from one side to another.
Moved through such dark places. They lay down and closed their eyes.
And now we get another wood. Another stick, and that's what's gonna happen.
A distant memory, stolen by the passing miles.
And I reached hope.
The stranger blinked at Ember. Is it morning already? How long have I been asleep?
And that's the objective of the first chapter at least. There's a secret door over here. I'm gonna take it now. Nice. And that took me right to the fireplace. So now I have two guys here. That's the guy from the cave, and that's the first guy from the tutorial. I won't interact with the fire. I don't need anything for now. I got the net, so that means I can just go on the other side. There's no point to go on the left anymore because I still won't be able to finish the zone since I need the key. And can't get the key. I forgot to get one thing though on the left. Shit. I'm gonna have to go back there before. This guy's hungry.
The traveler spoke. You ever had roast frog, friend? I miss a good roast frog. Oh, how they crackle.
The thing is, you don't need to interact with them unless they are like the guy on the top, a statue, a hopeless guy. Your objective doesn't say you have to speak with those guys, so that could be a waste of time. But they always have something interesting to say, so just do it.
The stranger had been forgotten.
No, what I'm gonna do for now. Do that. There you go.
They tried to follow as best they could.
All you need is one different, and that's what you get. So now you move everybody in the same position, and you're fine.
They fell behind.
Fuck off. The other way. There was only one puzzle I actually struggled, and that took me like a good 25 minutes. And now I can reach that one puzzle. Basically all of them are fairly easy, it's just the beginning of the game, so they won't kill you. I don't know how hard the game is gonna be later on, but beginning is fine. Oh, he's purple.
The stranger looked at Ember with surprise. Someone came back for me. Thank you.
Anytime. If you want nothing, I'm here for you.
The traveler said, "You sailed in here. Where's your boat? Friend, you need a boat. Go see the builder in the caves. Tell them I'm sorry I never came back."
There's one guy here. Let's get him out of the way.
The stranger had blazed their own path, created their own rock, their own islands.
That's not a very hard one.
They did not need Ember's kindness. But still, Ember stayed.
I know you cannot climb the stair with a statue, or heavy
Building
statue.
a bridge should it ever be needed.
A third hope, out of 7 or something.
The stranger met Ember's eyes. The two shared a moment of silence.
Am I stuck in there, really? Okay. We'll go around. There is one frog statue on that island, and there's a second one over here, so why not just put them together, shall we? I think this is the one that I struggle to do. Oh yeah, big time. I spent almost half an hour for this one puzzle, and you saw.
Stranger was trapped, caught in a maze.
You saw they are not that hard. But having this moving platforms, that
It was
was
hard to make
too
sense
much.
of this place.
Not that hard now. No. What I'm supposed to do is this. Done. That's all it took. I can't do anything there yet. There you go. What just happened? You see, that never happened before, and I spend a lot of time going up and down this ladder, right? I was spending so much time trying to move this around and twist those stones somehow. I thought I need to interact with this platform at the back. No, not the case. Oh no, they need to stay in on the tip. There you go.
The trail just kept on closing.
Thank God now I can do it faster. Still takes time because you cannot really go around. You have to go around. You can only go straight forward where you want to go. And voila.
The stranger's voice was hoarse. I just need some time, I think, to see things clearly.
No problem. You have all the time in the world. I'm out. Alright, we'll go to the fisherman He's gonna be extremely useful. Have I spoken to you?
The Ember was curious. Where did you wake up? I'm headed for the crossroads. It's not far, I think. I've heard there's a nest there. A safe place.
The crossroads is gonna be chapter 2. But this is the pond. First, let's make the shortcut.
The fisherman murmured quietly between sorrowful breaths.
Yeah, let's help this guy up.
The fisherman felt so useless. His former joys were hollow.
So those things does not affect the player, but they can push the hope away, and at the same time they can also extinguish the fire. So if you do this, you're fine.
Sitting out there every day by the pond, only the dark water to hear him talk. In that darkness, a glimmer flickered.
This is a hope that was not caged.
Beating like a drum. A thought that went round and round. It all started with a frog.
Oh yes, the
Every
frog.
day by the pond, a constant reminder.
Here's some hope, good sir. You're gonna help me a lot.
For a brief moment, the fisherman struggled to speak. He looked at Ember, hopeful. The fisherman spoke softly. There's a frog in that pond, a big one. Saw him grow from a tadpole. We were friends of a sort, spent every day side by side. So much better at fishing than me, that frog is. Catches them before I can bait them. Oh, it makes me feel useless some days. The fisherman sighed. I've wasted so much time feeling like this. The old man looked carefully at the pond, at their rod, well, listen to me here, rambling on and on. It helps though, telling someone. Thank you, Ember. If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
It's great that you just said that, because I kinda need some help.
The fisherman noticed the broken net Ember was carrying. Let me have a look. See what I can do. With a silk thread, the fisherman carefully knotted it together. With each knot he tied, a net began to form. Here you go. Good as new.
Nice. That's gonna help me get one more of those missing guys that I have. And there's also, on that side, I'm gonna need the... Yeah, that's a huge ass frog. We're not gonna talk to it now. But there's something in this cave. I think there's one of the guys here. I think I forgot to move the platform though. Oh no, that's where I moved the platform, right. The platform needs to be moved before you interact with the frog. But it's pointless to... I mean, if you're on the journal, of course. If not, doesn't matter. It's pointless to talk to the frog since you don't have what he wants yet. I mean, you could have if I'd have thought that a bit better than now. I think there's 2 guys left. Maximum 3 missing before I'm done. The way to find out is you come to the fire. Yeah, there's 2. So there's one in where the frog is going to take you, and there's one in the prison. So we go take the prison guy out.
The old gate was locked.
Oh yeah, because I forgot to get the key. Oops. Alright, first things first, let's take the worm. So what you do here is one move by one move. You cannot move if the frog is in your way, but you can move around him. Alright, this worm doesn't really like to be caught. So you just block the holes.
The worm looked helpless. As Ember picked it up, the worm let out a little yelp.
Got it. I really thought that this shit is supposed to be bird stuff. You know, give it to the bird. And maybe catch the bird with a net. But no.
The Wanderer's Diary. Unfamiliar trees, a path overgrown. Is this a resting place? A place between places? I call out, but mine is the only voice.
That's a little sad, isn't it? Alright, well, if that's done now... No, you stay up. On this platform you can create a shortcut. You don't have to deal with the frog bullshit all the time. And now it's just a matter of grabbing the key.
The key was nestled between the reeds, but it was just out of reach.
No problem, I have this.
The old gate was locked.
No problem, I have this too.
Ember placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it.
Manual work, that's not turning by itself. Right, so this is the penultimate puzzle. That's one of the easiest ones, it's just hard to reach all the items. But the puzzle itself...
Gasped for breath. Dark water slipping above their head.
You usually just have to move this shit around and that's it.
The sea didn't care if they sank or swam. Slowly the tides ebbed, washing over old walls. A safe harbor emerging from the inky depths. Ember reached out a hand.
And there's the hope. Banana.
The stranger looked down. The ground feels good beneath my feet, friend.
Alright, now we have the worm. I saw that red guy there, I've seen him multiple times. I don't really know what's his problem yet. And there's only one more puzzle in this area. Everybody else here is happy, gather around the fire. Just a matter of getting their last friend. I think this is the strawberry banana guy. It's obviously yellow and pink. So.
The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling.
Goodbye, cruel world.
This was not how Ember had imagined the end. The gurgling of water, a deafening heartbeat. But then... the fog returned Ember's good deed by leading them to a lost forlorn.
This is the last forlorn we have. Oh yeah, that's a wonderful puzzle. It's so much easier than the one that where I got stuck.
Stood alone. Their friends have fallen aside, retreating from what came next. The stranger had ventured on. Now they were deep in the woods. It felt so pointless.
Hurry, banana.
The stranger spoke hesitantly. Is the campfire crowded? Let me gather myself. I'll see you there.
Yes, you go there. I will pick up this journal. If you remembered, I said that we are supposed to lift the platform before, if you want the journals.
Ember found the Wanderer's diary. The oily smell of frogs. They know more than they will say. They watch me watching them.
And this is another way out.
The stranger spoke. You look hungry, friend. You bring any broth with you? There's a cook in the swamp. Makes a broth like you wouldn't believe. Keep telling them that it doesn't taste right. They'll keep giving you more.
Okay, fair enough. I don't think I missed anything here. Nah, that's where the fisherman is, so we can get down. As for the journal pages, the V is for inventory in this game. I don't think I'm supposed to do anything with those other than just collecting all 42. So I got 3, that's everything the map has to give you. It's actually 4, but the last one is much easier. Let's see what the ghost has to say. I collected all those friends. Is 4, 3, 7. 7 of them.
The ghost said, "You have done all you can, little one. Your journey lies ahead. Little one, your journey ahead will not be easy. The path to leave this place is blocked. I will guide others to follow after you clear the way." There are others like me who can help. You will always be welcome here in the forest.
You see, kids, ghosts are not bad. Right.
The stranger whispered, "Be kind to yourself."
Let's see what they have to
The
say.
stranger said, "Take care of those you care about the most." The stranger thought, "I feel ready ready to move on.
I'm curious what they have to say because I didn't listen to them before.
The stranger spoke. My head feels clear for the first time. With tears, the stranger said, I had forgotten what warmth feels like. The stranger said, thank you for being so kind.
They're eating roasted frogs, for fuck's sake.
The stranger said thoughtfully, I felt so alone. I was so lost. Once again, Ember could feel eyes watching.
That's where's the fourth journal.
Ember uncovered a journal entry. Dusk brings the longest shadows. The lanthorn comforts me. Soft melodies from home. The wild things listen, yellow eyes in greying trees.
And this guy.
Ember approached the forlorn, but felt it was different. They said, I know what I need to do, what I need to feel. I don't want to be helped. Ember could not help. Not all problems were puzzles to be solved.
And that was the first chapter. I'm assuming it was so much faster than the first time I did it, as it took me one good hour. We'll see how long this video is gonna be. Nothing to cut out of it really, because the game is nice. It is aesthetically is great. I love all those views, the animated graphics, the animations. They're fucking gorgeous. So I will leave this video here, and that's the area from the beginning of the game, where I just showed you, I think that guy, or this guy over here. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't interacted with any of those. I will leave it here, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this lovely game.